Hi, I'm Colman Hayes. This series follows one comedian on one day in one city, kinda captured as it happens. Today I'm with Mike Rice as he does his work in progress at the Craic Den Comedy Club in Dublin.
Do you want to go down the Connell or go over this way? This way?
Yeah. Right now I'm spitting all day like a ne'er-do-well, but I have residual illness. So all phlegm. Like, what are you supposed to do with it? Just swallow it? Like, you have to spit it out.
You got to get it out there.
You have to get it out. Come on, brother. Walk-on song. No, when I'm doing my tour now, I'll have like a whole playlist beforehand, and then
just get the energy in the room. Like.
Yeah, but and then your walk-on song and song at the end, all that. But for work in progress, I don't care. It's whatever. You know what I mean?
Someone even suggests put on music. No, nothing.
I'll leave it off.
Raw dog it.
Yeah, although whatever music you were playing last night for the WIP, I categorically didn't like. I remember being like, oh, I don't like this, but I still didn't want to change it. I was like, whatever. But, do you know what I mean? I was like, oh, I'll let it off.
What about like, and what's your, do you get nervous now, or is that all a thing of the past? I think we just saw this. Check this out later, yeah.
It's not a thing of the past. It's not a thing of the past. I get nervous for some gigs, but
if it's like if it's some gig, like, oh shit, this is a big step up. Or
big step up, new place, television. If there's certain people going to be there, like I have a Rolodex in my head. Like, it's an amazing form of memory that I have. In so much case in life, my memory is terrible, but I know exactly what comedians I've done well in front of, done really well, great gigs, and what ones I haven't.
Who have you done well in front of?
Sure, at this stage, most people, because you've done, but like, but there's always some.
Oh, there's someone you're like, okay, and they never saw me smash, so if they're in the room, okay, we got to smash for them.
Yeah. And it's incredible, and I won't even remember till they're there, and I'm like, oh, they've never, and then I'll,
You're like, okay, we got to rev, we got to fucking.
Yeah, we got to let them know we've got talent. But generally, like, for a gig like this, or the International, or these places, I've played them for so many years, you're so used to it. Like, that you don't have that, but that still exists within me. It just now is for different.
Gotcha.
For different gigs. But tonight, like, doing a whip in the Craic Den, this is fucking playing with house money now. And even if it didn't go well, so what the fuck of it, like, Do you know what I mean?
Because you're so established within Dublin, so established in Craic Den, you're like you've already, yeah. Is it like you're like,
well,
this has,
yeah,
like,
and
if this goes shit, who cares?
Exactly. And also, I'm going to do my best for it not to go shit, but like, other than that, like, it's probably their fault if it does, That's the way I look at it. With something like this, but no, I'd be just looking forward to this now.
Okay, it'll just be a bit of fun.
Yeah. How are you with all that stuff?
Yeah, good. But I feel similar to yourself in that, like, there's certain rooms I play, because I've played them before, I'm like, not a bother.
Yeah.
Like, this is just going to be fun.
Yes.
And then like yourself, there's certain rooms that I'm playing, but the rooms that would give me are rooms that wouldn't give you that anymore.
Right.
Like, because to me, I'm like, oh shit, this is new.
Yeah.
So I'm like, and I want to come back here. Like,
right.
So I better fucking.
Yeah.
But but then, you know what? Doing any room for the first time.
Yeah.
I have that.
Yeah.
And then there's this lovely feeling, which I'm sure, which is what you were saying, is like, when you're comfortable in the room, you're like, oh.
Yeah.
You're like, I love walking up here.
Yeah.
This is my fucking home.
That's right.
You know what I mean?
That's right. And it can be so much funnier then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then sometimes I feel like it's a weird thing of feeling comfortable, so you do better. But if you get too comfortable, or like, I don't know. Sometimes.
No, I know exactly what you mean. You can be too complacent, and you can be too like, fuck it, and then suddenly you realize you're just something's emanating off you.
Yeah.
That's not good.
You were saying it you were saying it like when we're having the coffee, like no one wants to see, or is the vibe of like no one wants to see a comedian just like look how great I am.
No, no,
like,
absolutely not. And also, yeah, just like, yeah, and I've had it plenty of times where, you know, I'm like, do you know what, this is gonna be fucking great. I don't give a fuck. I'm class, and I go up and stink, just immediately humbled. You know what I mean?
Always keep.
You know.
There's when I was doing Best Man.
Yeah.
The shows that I look, because it's slightly interactive, right?
Yeah.
But I mean like 5% of the show.
Yes.
And it's only when I give the microphone to the audience member they should say something, right? It's not fucking shout things out. You're not helping me find out what this hour, like, it's a fucking show on a train track. I will leave you know when we've left to give me something before I bring it back on. But sometimes people would participate more than they should.
Yes.
Or at least that's what I say. And then I'm struggling and like I come off stage being like, what the fuck was wrong with them? Why? And yet that audience loved that show more than another audience where I'm like, they did everything what I wanted them to do.
Yeah.
And like I come off stage and Mike will be watching all of them, he's like, yeah, but the ones where you are like jumping to keep every plate spinning and you have to work harder, he's like, those are the shows where like there's this weird chaotic energy in the room and it's like
right, and it feels extra alive and here and now and yeah.
But I wonder, would you think the same for stand-up? Because that's a slightly different.
I think at times there's that energy in the room where people are chipping in and but it's in a positive way or a way that like kind of puts coins in your jukebox and you've got it's adding extra
like is that
music and songs and it's great. But you've got to kind of open yourself and allow that for that to happen. I'm probably not that great for that. Like I don't love doing crowd work and like opening up that whole realm. I just kind of want to do
what you want to do.
I want to do what I want to do, and I think what I'm going to do, you know, like I'm like
what I'm going to do is better than anything that you could
say
to me.
But it doesn't mean they would like it more if I did some crowd work. Crowds love it. They love it, and it does make things alive.
But it is a weird thing. Sorry, go on.
But maybe I'm like, sometimes I feel like, oh, maybe I should be doing more of that or opening myself up more to that kind of thing. But it's like, it really would be for them. And which, fair enough. But like, cause, you know, like I'm someone, and there are some people who are brilliant at crowd work.
Yeah.
And they're joy to watch doing it. Like Kyla is just amazing at it and she loves doing it and it's amazing. But most crowd work, I really just couldn't give a shite about as a thing, like how long are you gonna have to get, whatever.
Yeah.
Some people can transcend it, the thing, into make it like, great, Kyla, there's more than one, but generally, I'm like, nah. But then, do you know what? When I fucking do it, and it's fun, it's unreal. It is actually unreal. I just think sometimes I'm a bit married to what I want to do in my head.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean?
Yeah. No, for Best Man, it's, I, like for stand-up, I, for the most part, don't want any interaction from the audience, bar them laughing.
Yeah,
like, cause
I'd love that.
I'm
That'd
like,
be ideal.
it's it's a weird, but it's funny because like myself and John run shows on a Wednesday, Thursday.
O'Keefe,
yeah.
I love John.
And like,
where do you run these shows now?
Black Sheep on a Wednesday, Baru on a Thursday.
Is that the one across where Melinda used to run?
Yeah.
All right, how's that going?
Really fucking
Is
well.
it?
Yeah, so we
brilliant.
It's a singles comedy night. So
yeah.
It's really for single people to come and chat and mingle afterwards. So then
a singles comedy night. Now that's good.
There's
well done. So there's riding involved.
That's
class.
Not guaranteed, but possibly.
Yeah.
But no, it's good. But I find what's weird as the host, yeah, it's weird. Like, if there's anything that just involves the audience in terms of crowd work, they love it. They're having a ball. And
Yeah.
you're like, well, but how do we, like, 'cause as a whole, you're like, okay, but how do I transition ye?
Yeah.
Like, because I don't want you thinking that that's what the show is, because,
Right, well, what you got to do is,
and if you only do, oh, sorry, go on, yeah.
oh, well, as you probably know now, I'm preaching to the choir, I'd say, but as a host, it's like crowd work, get them going, and then introduce a bit or two to get them used to listening to material before you bring on the act,
Yeah,
because
yeah.
otherwise the act has to take
The brunt.
the bullet.
The first act,
Yeah.
sometimes, I do think, running a gig, the first act is usually the sacrificial lamb for the night.
Yeah.
I did this gig before in Port Arlington, and like, I remember the audience afterwards telling me like the acts that they loved, and they're like, yeah, that first act was only okay, and I'm like, you've no idea.
Yeah.
That first act is what allowed the rest of those acts to fucking, like,
That's right.
you know, but I don't know, sorry,
Yeah.
but it is, yeah.
Well, it's completely. I opened the show on Wednesday in Birmingham, and you know, I do 20 minutes at the start, and first 10 minutes of my set was tough. It was the start of the show. I was the first one doing material. The people are nervous. They have to get,
Yeah,
you
they're
know,
not
and it's
united
just,
as an audience.
yeah, but they're coming away from that gig, and they're saying, "Oh yeah, it was good. You know, Gladford is all right, but he wasn't, you know."
Yeah.
And that's the thing about it, is, but that's why, you know, and headlining that night was Sean Walsh, who I've mentioned a few times on this. He's one of the best comedians in the world. Like, I'd have no qualms with him being the one closing the gig. But when you're on first, a lot of the time, it's just it's the reality. You're just fucking, you're falling on a sword a little bit.
Yeah.
Because it's hard to have the level of smasher that you want. It's just because the audience are just
warmed up.
they're not warmed up. They're not used to the thing yet. They'll go to the break. They'll have a drink. They'll come back. You know, even on Wednesday, it was still bright outside,
Yeah.
and you could see. So the audience were, they could all see each other. How bright. So again, that's another level of.
Yeah. I like the gig we run in Barrua. It's upstairs, so there's blind. Like, Black Sheep is downstairs, basically.
Yeah.
No light can get in.
Yes.
Barrua, yeah. There's like, you can just sense people they just pull back. They're like,
Yeah.
they don't want to. Yeah.
No. Well, there's the last thing you need for people is to feel self-conscious. Once they're in a little haze of darkness, and they lose their individuality, they just become part of the darkness. Then they're able to, you know, they just become a kind of a unified fog.
Yeah. A collective being.
Yeah, and then they can kind of just let themselves be. But yeah, well, see now tonight I'm gonna fucking. Last night it was so hot. I'm gonna see if I can open the back window maybe. We could have went in that window actually. Is himself following up? Or is he melded in with the walls? Or where is he?
Oh, he's downstairs. He'll be
Alright.
coming.
How are you, man? How are you getting on? How are you? All good.
How are you getting on? Hey, come on. Hey, so you're popping back here.
No. Oh yeah. I'm going to open that because yesterday I was fucking roasting it.
Is it the same at every gig? Because I feel like you come in every go, hey, and I'm like, oh fuck, is that a weird thing to deal with then?
It's not every gig, but it's. I think if I'm back in Dublin, say, or if I was in Barcelona, or if I was in places that I haven't been that I used to be, you know, people, which is lovely, like other comics will come to watch, and then you haven't seen them in a while, so you know you can't be like, oh, excuse me, I have to, you know what I mean, like. So it's like do what you need to do before.
Gotcha. Because once you come to the venue,
once you're already
on. You're already like
a little bit.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean?
I didn't even consider that. I was like, oh fuck, yeah.
Yeah, a little bit. Because like that comic, as you're an older comic, then you have that thing, which I used to do as well. Like go to every Chris Kent show, or I used to go to Ger Staunton shows, or whatever. As a comic, like you have younger comics who come to watch the stuff. And you know them, so like, you know, you'll obviously be chatting away to them and everything.
Yeah.
But yeah, it is almost like you have to be a little bit on
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Would you like a drink?
I'm just gonna get a glass of water.
Yeah.
I sent you a message on Instagram today.
Did you?
I
I
was-
didn't see it. I'm sorry
Oh
now.
no, I wasn't expecting to, but I wanted to attach a link. Did you watch Gavin and Stacey?
I have seen Gavin and Stacey, not in a while now.
Oh, just the mum comment goes, "Oh my Christ," but she's saying Christ, but it's
It sounds like my Christ.
And we think of the original.
Well, that's very nice.
Well, the link did attach, so.
Yeah. I shall enjoy it
Can I
later
just
on.
get 2 pint glasses
After
of water,
my show,
please?
hopefully goes well. We'll see.
Mike,
What's your own name?
Oh, and Megan.
Megan. Lovely to meet you.
So without further ado, please welcome to stage Rob Lawler. Nasty little man, Rob. Come on, bit of fun. Guys, I've been Mike Rice. Thanks William for coming to the show. I really appreciate it. This show is going to be in Vicar Street next year. It's going to be the biggest show that I'm ever doing in my whole career. So it'll probably be about half the same stuff but then half different stuff. But make sure you get tickets for that. It's going to be the fucking... Just, give me more money and more for me. But I know, that will be the best show of the whole tour. It's going to be fucking sick. That's been my dream since I was 33 and I'm 34. So that'll be fucking sick. Thanks a million for coming. You have to try all these stuff out to make the show good, and you were class. People who listen to the pods have probably heard some of the stories in raw forms, and I do. I can fuck the dog, and look, I'm not proud of it, but it felt good. No, you're unreal, lads. Make sure to follow Rob Nother, who opened. He's fucking unbelievable. Give him a follow on there.
That was savage. That was savage.
Yeah.
How are you feeling?
Good. You know, I had a coffee at like 5 o'clock in my room because I was feeling tired. And I felt it a bit on stage. I felt it took me a while to kind of calm down a bit up there. Like I was like, I'm just a bit, I was like a bit, I don't know what it was. So I enjoyed it, but it was like, I was coming in and out of being present at times.
No way! That's so interesting because the show from the outside was brilliant. It's so interesting. No way.
So I was like, I had moments where I wasn't fully present, but overall it was grand. You get away with it because it's your crowd and like.
You got to laugh because you remember you got to laugh at the beginning. I think you just did a look at the crowd somehow in the first 60 seconds. And people were like laughing or like, oh, it's Mike. It's like there was this It was like, but it was
there was a familiarity there,
which is beautiful. It's like.
Yeah, no, it is lovely.
Like they get you.
Yes, that's right. But like, yeah, it was funny before because Rob Nother was on tour. I hadn't seen Rob in ages. He was so good, and it was so tight. It was like it reminded me of myself when I was like in the come up days. You just that 10 and you're just blasting it. I think I was thinking about his set for the first 15 minutes.
No way.
A little bit. In my head I was like, Jesus, that was good now. He was good. I'm sure some of this stuff has worked out. This isn't as good. You know?
No fucking way.
Yeah. But that's just the neurosis. But it was also, cause the coffee, like I was just a bit like, I immediately when I was on, I was like, I shouldn't have had a coffee at 5. That's ridiculous. I shouldn't have done that. But the material, there was lines there that I got in and stuff that I did a little differently and really got like found little things like with me being a black woman thing, which will sound crazy. But like that, I found some stuff that I'd never gotten before that really like lifted. I've been working on that.
Had you done the thing to the? I mean, obviously we can't show clothes.
Yeah.
Had you done that thing to the guy before? You're
No.
like that.
Yeah.
What? Like I was
Yeah.
like when that because that works so. I
Yeah.
was like, oh, I wonder has that happened? You were like, okay, you had something ready.
Yeah.
Because that was absolutely gas.
Yeah.
Like.
Yeah, and you know, I didn't have that ready, but because usually people won't. You'll be like, have you ever felt a black woman? I'll be like, no, which is perfect for me as well because then I go, oh, so you just feel white all the time.
Yeah.
You're a pig. You know, like you just. It's a funny little. But it took me so long to get that bit to work, like the saying I'm a black woman and be able to make it funny because at first people it draws them back. They're like, wait, what? You know what I mean? But to be able to get in and flip it on them, you know what I mean? That's actually very progressive of me. So I found that came with, so I'm buzzing with that. And then that's a great callback for later on with the brother.
And you did the because you were on about it earlier, like when you're being because I don't want to kind of say what the thing is. We're being intimate with someone that says something to you, like. That was like, so I get, because you were on about like, that's like even fresher than the rest of the stuff, like?
Yeah, well that's like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
That happened 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
So that's brand new and that's already working.
It's so crazy that it's only 2 weeks old and as to how far it's, like for me, I'm like, holy shit, that's only 2 weeks old, because you even take it into like, you're like, you don't say it to them, like just make them become it. Like, I'm trying to not say the lines of it on the thing.
Right.
But then we were like, you know, I'm going to say a line here, but I'll beep it out.
Yeah.
We were like, you know, like it was just like, I'm like, that's all too, because it's just such lovely playfulness within. I guess that's why I'm like, holy shit, where you're able to take something in 2 weeks is ridiculous.
Well, I was happy with that, and just something about the childishness of. You're really fast, aren't you?
And he's like a little kid.
Yeah. One races. Well, there's something about that. But I do think what I'm happy about that bit is the idea that the concept of like you can't tell someone to be a thing.
Yeah.
You induce that state by other means, but you can't like that. I suppose I do the example of the depression, but you say somebody happy, you just do something to cheer them up.
Yeah.
Rather than, that's it. So no, I'm fucking, no, I'm happy with that now. I am. I'm happy with that. I'm happy with the bits. There's a few places I've just recently put in the callback, the Nino callback, where.
Which one?
Where it's that you say to. If someone, like, you have to tell someone what you're into sexually, and then you do.
Yeah. Nina wouldn't say that, Louise. Or
Yeah.
That was new tonight as well.
No, that's like last week or so. But,
okay.
But I was saying it, but the bit with Louise is new. Do you know what I'm
Yeah.
I said I wouldn't say that.
Oh, yeah.
I'm getting upset. So
I have to now I'm just but that line of what's the name of the guy who owns the sausage dog? Johnny, like you're like what went away. I'm butchering the line, but the idea of what went away was like, I was thinking how much I hated him, and now a begrudging respect is such a like. No, it was so fun. It was such a. That's such a great.
Yeah.
You have to respect that.
Yeah.
It's so fun.
When I thought of that line, and that's a very norm line. That's a very norm. Like it's not a line of his, but that's something. It's like this. But like, yeah, the dislike was replaced with. It's just so ridiculous. It's just so ridiculous that
you're like, it's almost like, what's the most decrepit feeling that I could have in that moment? Like, respect. I'm like, it was just, it was so good. It was so good.
But yeah, so it's basically this. I'm gonna have another good few whips, and then Edinburgh, and then it's gonna be on tour, and that's gonna be the biggest tour I've done. So by that time, I want it to be like,
It's already like piping, like it's Jesus, yeah.
Like, you want it just to be absolutely foolproof, you
And
know.
the Trump, it's
Yeah,
that's so good.
yeah.
Such a beautiful. I love that you keep his character because I'm like that. So like us to it was brilliant.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I'm happy. I'm happy with it now because there's times in the show that are like, you know, like I got in my head there, and like I said, I wasn't present, and I was like, but you forget, like, I don't know, because you always judge everything off the best it's ever gone.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Oh yes. Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So when it's not going the best it's ever gone, you're like, what's wrong? You know what I mean? It's crazy, then, you know.
And so out of, let's say, because how many, you've done this WIP now, where would this be on the scale, let's say 1 to 10, the 10 being the best version of this so far?
Yeah.
Where was this on like?
7, maybe 7.
Okay.
Yeah, 7. But the 7's good, but it's still not 10.
Do you know when you record specials? Are the recording the special like? Are you always? Is that also at the 10 of the scale of that particular material every time, or?
What do you mean when you're actually recording it?
Yeah, or is it by the time it gets to a special, you're like, no, this it's always a 9 or a 10 in terms of, let's say, because you're on, let's say, the 10 being the most perfect time you deliver the material.
Right. And what do you mean? Like, it's when you record? Do you think? What are you talking about? When I recorded the last special, was it there?
Yeah, but at the time you record every special.
Yeah.
Is there some element of the audience that's a little bit like, that you feel like, oh fuck, in front of, like, I feel like that material, even though it did really well, could have done like one bit better in front of a different audience or something like that?
Yeah, I think probably always. Now my special recordings for this one were really good, and I was happy. But there's always an element where you're like, you feel you would like this should be the best one I've ever done. But of course it's not going to be. How would that?
Yeah.
That would be crazy.
Yeah.
But it does. Like, I remember the first show I did of the last special recording. Like, I came off and I was like, well, you know, we got it. We have it in that one.
Yeah.
So then the second show you can just relax.
And did the second show become the better show? Or was it actually the first show that you used?
We ended up using half and half. It was like, yeah.
Is there a weird thing, sir? This is just on a technical note.
Yeah.
Is there a weird thing if you use half of one, half of the other, that there's some weird energy shift? Like, or like, is it very easy?
I think sometimes, but just so happened on this one, you could just.
Okay.
And I was sweating at the exact same time.
Okay. Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I was drowned by the end.
Yeah.
Like, fucking drowned. But so it just so happened that both shows synced up, that
you're like,
they just synced seamlessly.
Yeah.
It was, my hair went the same way. It was mad.
And sure, we'll leave you, Mike. Thank you so much.
Great hanging out.
yeah. It was great to hang out. And best of luck for the next show.
Yeah, man. Thank you, Andreas.